Good afternoon, everybody. Today is, I have to now even think, Monday. I've been so productive. I had to push that ASMR one in yesterday because from tomorrow, or actually already from today, it's looking dismal, and tomorrow it's going to start raining again. Hey, gardeners, we're happy that it is raining because we need the rain for the gardens, but otherwise we're quite peeved off. On the other hand, the good news is that we won't want to be going out a lot, so social distancing won't be a problem. Let's look at the silver lining. So, hello everybody. Thank you to all new subscribers to my little corner in the internet. If you haven't subscribed, please do. My name is Maja and I'm doing today a shave video. Currently I'm doing 3 a week. That is Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. But that can change depending on what happens. So what are we featuring today? We are featuring today a UK soap, Valencia. Okay, Valencia with sandalwood, vetiver and bergamot. Signature Soaps is a very little known artisan. This is a mega pot. Don't ask me, put the picture at the end. I can never remember once I start doing the video. But anyway, this is a croap and this is what it looks like. Scent-wise, straight from the tub, I would give it a very low scent, maybe a 2, but the first scent that I do get is the sandalwood straight off. So that's, but once we, oh, this is a vegan, I'd forgotten to say, this is a vegan soap and all the scents are essential oils from Signature Soaps. So that's important for those that want vegan and that like to have everything all natural, no parabens and any of the nasty stuff in there. They do it. And the pricing is actually very good too. But you'll also see that in my scales down below in the comment box, not in the comment box, in the info box. I will put all the details in as usual. So that's the soap I'm featuring. I have 1 gram in the top of my shave bowl. I like using the top. I don't know why. The bottom works equally as good. But I just like maybe the little bit more width that the top gives me. So I have here 1 gram stuck to the bottom. The razor that I'm using, I'm going a little Spanish today and I haven't had this one out for a little while. This is my Seygus Zeppelin version 2, but with the milder plate, which means on the one side we have 0.5, that's this side, and a 0.7 on this side. And this is a fantastically weighted razor. It is it says it's a titanium, it's a 3-piece. The handle length is sort of in the middle, not too short, not too long. I like it a lot. The artisan work on it is done very nicely indeed. And in that today I am going to be using a Derby blade. It's on its 2nd use, so I thought I'll use those again just for the sake of going back to one of my very first blades that I've used. Well, not obviously not this one, make of blades that I used. Now get that in. And I don't know, lately I'm a bit clumsy, so I've got to be super careful putting blades in. And I just want to show you that this has 2 long pins, not the short round ones. Put this on top. And this is also, this is like a 3-in-1 razor. So it doesn't only have 2 different sides to it, as in 2 different blade gaps. This has no overhang whatsoever, by the way. But it also is slightly curved. I don't know, you can see it maybe on this angle better. It is curved, so it is a bit of a slant as well. So I call it my 3-in-1 razor. I love this razor a lot. All the links are in the info box below. Right, I have drawn up 1.5 teaspoons or 7.5 mils to you. And I'm putting straight off into the bowl half a milliliter, half a teaspoon, that is 2.5 milliliters. So let me just adjust the camera downwards. And the brush that I'm using is a synthetic, high synthetic Vielong. So we're going a little bit Spanish today with the Valencia, the Seygus Zeppelin, which is also from Spain, and the Vielong synthetic brush. I'm dipping that into the water, squeezing it out, dipping it in, squeezing it out. Right, let's get to lathering. This is also good for camera because I can hold this nicely. So let me just step back a little bit and start lathering. I think this is a... Oh, look at the pictures once again for the details on the hard and software that I am using. Pictures and the shop links where I got them from will also be in the information box below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Give me a thumbs up, a like, and leave a comment. That would also be nice so that I know who is actually watching my videos. That would be nice. Oh, okay, scent now has gone up, jumped up right to a 5. Scent strength is a 5, and now I can get the vetiver and a tiny hint of bergamot in there. But mainly sandalwood. It is a nice gentle sandalwood, not a harsh synthetic type of sandalwood. So let me add, where's my syringe, another half a teaspoon. So in total we have 1 teaspoon in there. And I want a rather creamy, Signature Soaps is a super easy latherer, has a fantastic post-shave feel. I already know that. You can go back to my former videos and watch those. But I didn't have in the former videos, I don't think I had the links in nor the, well, I definitely didn't have the scales in because that's new. I thought that would help you out a little bit. So a very affordable artisan soap with superb ingredients, and not a list that goes completely crazy like the most crazy ingredients you can think of and don't even know how to pronounce. So I'm adding the last bit in, so that's in total 1.5 teaspoons of water. Yeah, the scent strength is now between a 5 and a 6 from the bowl. And for me, this is glossy and creamy enough. And it's forming nice peaks, looks like Italian meringue, and the brush is really holding it strong. This brush works a bit like a silver tip badger. It's super soft, the tips, but has a nice backbone to it. But they're not exactly the cheapest ones, just forewarned. Vielong aren't exactly cheap brushes, but I liked, why did I get it then? Because Omega are cheaper. I like the handle shape. Truth be known, I do sometimes like something different. Let's wet the face. And today, because the Seygus has the 07 and I only just shaved a couple of days ago, I am putting a bit of a pre-shave on, And I think I've not ever featured this one as a pre-shave before, but I will do so, and that is actually the Aloe hand soap from Forever. It used to be called Aloe hand and face soap. Now they've taken the face out of it because I don't know, it sort of confused people. I don't know what. Anyway, don't go the whole lot, just take the tiniest amount. I mean, that is not even a pea size. That's more like the inside of a mange tout, okay, if you get what I'm saying. That didn't even sound English. That sounded very unsophisticated, didn't it? Okay, well, here we go. Let's put that on. Let's activate it. This is super mild. You can't even wash your baby's hair with this. Let's just add a little bit more water. Dipping my fingertips into the water. The last shave was very close. That's why I'm putting a pre-shave on. Righty ho. Let's get my towel, get my hands dry. Right, let's get this going. Off we go. This brush, oh, look at me already, calamities. But I haven't had boob lather for a while. This scent is absolutely fabulous. I like it a lot. From the sandalwoods that I know, the only other sandalwood I really like up to now, because I haven't got that many, is the Phoenix and Bow, the Sanskrit. Right, here we go. I've loaded it, and let's go in with the 07 side. That's the side with the scalloped edge. Not a cheap, oh, this is actually quite smooth. Am I shouting today, guys? I can hear outside building works going on, so I think I'm shouting. I'm sorry if I am shouting. It's good to revisit your old blades, old brands. Because sometimes it's just the technique that you used in the beginning that has changed, and now you get a completely different feel. Right, that was round one. I always call it round one. I know it's past one. There we go. Let's get the second. Super soft, this brush, but with a lot of backbone. You cannot compare it to the Plissoft. Those are absolutely soft as soft. It's like putting everything on with a feather, the down feather. But this has backbone, but it's great for sensitive skin. Look, all over my collar. Ah, who cares? Right. Now, was this the second pass? I think it is. I've already lost count. I don't know where my head is today. James has been ill. Not with COVID. He's just been terribly ill. He was so busy last week, working all sorts of hours, also into the night and early mornings, because he had to do calls to America and stuff. So anyway, so I think he's run himself down a bit. So he slept all day yesterday. He had a tiny bit of a temperature, but not much. That went. I gave him a paracetamol and some propolis tablets, and that went down overnight. But he's just, you know, drained, if you like. Yeah, and he's got an upset stomach, he says, so he hasn't eaten either. Anyway, second pass. Across. Oh, what am I doing it on? I'm still doing it on the 07. Right, this razor is a pricey one, but it's all handcrafted by engineers. And it's well worth it. This was one of those purchases where you think, oh, I can't really afford it, but I think I'd really like it. I think it will be worth its quality once it gets here. Which came actually super fast, by the way. I ordered it and within 7 days it was with me, which is like sort of a miracle coming from Spain. Because with another razor, the Blackland I got from somebody also living in Spain. Okay, in fairness, it wasn't mainland, that was islands, but still, that took like ages, and I'm talking ages. Something that should have taken maximum 10 days. Because having lived in Spain, I know how the postal service works. It took like nearly 3 weeks. And I thought, oh my goodness, that Blackland, which also cost me a lot of money, has gone lost. I was sitting on the edge of my seat every day and fretting. Anyway, so the Seygus Zeppelin titanium. Is a worthwhile investment. Now I can't remember, but like the Icon, or what's the other one called? Is that the Icon? I'd have to look it up, but anyway, I'll put it in the screen once I'm editing. I think the only benefit that one has is that it's an adjustable, a true adjustable, and not like this, but this is a 3-in-1. I don't think you need any more, and this is a fabulous razor, well worth it. So now I'm going on the 05 side. Just to do the last pass, and then the pickup. With this razor, I've not even had a problem with the feather blades, or the Voscott, or the Pole Silvers. 3 of which I don't always get on with, depending on the razor. I've forgotten half, look, I'm not concentrating. All of which depending on the razor, I don't get on with, but with most razors I don't get on with. But in this one, they all work fabulously, which means the engineering of the cap is super tight, down to many milli, micro, nano, whatever bits. You engineers know what I'm talking about, technical-minded people. I'm the least technical-minded person you can think of. So I'm now just going to do a pickup. I have actually got quite a lot of soap still left in there, and at least 1 or 2 more full passes in the brush itself. Boob lather. So, yes, I have not regretted this at all. Oh, I've got here a hair. No, it's not a hair. I think it's actually from the brush, or maybe my own hair cut off. I cut off my own hair, that's what it is. Right. It's tickling. That was tickling. I nearly sneezed there. So, Derby, a good beginner blade, Derby, what's the other one, Premium, or is it Platinum? Platinum, I always get it mixed up, is a tiny bit smoother and a little bit sharper, which is a step up from this one. So if you like your Derby blades, Derby in America, then you will like the others too. Right, let me just, I've just washed my face off. Let me let that out. Let me dry my face. It is a BBS. Very, very close indeed. So I'm putting on my Aloe first, Forever Aloe First spray. I put some into my hand. It's the easiest way to distribute it without getting it everywhere in the bathroom. Right, let that dry quickly. There we go, that's done. And I'm going to be using the Sonya Soothing Gel Moisturizer on top of that. It's lighter than the lotion or the moisturizer, the Purple Aloe Moisturizer. But with these signature soaps, you do not need a heavyweight moisturizer afterwards, because the post shave is already there. So I'm glad I revisited the Derby blade. I haven't used that in a very long time. It feels like it anyway. Don't hold me on it if you say, oh, but you just used it. 4 videos ago. I can't remember, doesn't feel like it. And to top it all off, I'm just going to lock in that moisture with the Forever Carrier Oil. It has vitamin E, A, C, chamomile, jojoba. And yes, my face is going to glisten a bit, but I don't care. Just going to lock all that goodness in. It has rosehip oil in here as well. And a few other goodies that I can't rattle off like that. So, there's a few little things I wanted to still say to you guys. Thank you for joining me in my today's shave. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I've told you about the scents. Go to the scales below, have a look. I enjoyed sandalwood, can be a thing with me. I don't like it too strong, but I like it there as the wood scent. And this is just right. And I like this combination with the vetiver and the bergamot because it makes it a little bit more fresh, not citrusy either. So that is why I like it. It is definitely a unisex scent, this one. So I have 3 shout outs today, and that is for Mr. G Shave, for ShaveGirl, also a very new channel. Hello Sammie, and Tim Shaves. So those are my 3 shout outs today. Once again, information box, I will have the links there too. I noticed I didn't do the links on the video on, was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday, but I have now added them. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching me. I am missing you already, and I will see you on Wednesday. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment please, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.